Step Construction is here for you with a brand new offer. We now provide affordable storage sheds. Stop wasting your money on overpriced storage units and portable containers. Step Construction can provide you with a custom shed that will fit your budget and storage needs. So contact Step Construction today at 504-340-5809 for your own personal quote. Let us help you take the next step at Step Construction.
Y'all, welcome to Bona Brothers Hair Show in New Orleans, Louisiana. 77 years.
77
I'm going to start it off with that so they can know how legendary that you are, Mr. Brona, and your family and what y'all have done in the hair industry. I was at the hair battle last night. Okay. Yes, y'all did. The marketing diva. Welcome back to RedLip Talk Podcast with your girl, Spice Divas, the marketing diva. Oh, y'all, today is Monday. We hopefully is Motivation Monday, Wake Up Monday, whatever you want to call it, Monday. We're going into a new season, which is actually the fall season. October, November, December, we're going into fall season. So you have 3 months to get the things that you want to get done that you haven't gotten done in the year 2024. I don't know about for y'all, but for me, I had a rough start this morning. I'm going to be transparent about it. I had a rough start this morning. I felt kind of sluggish in my spirit. I felt kind of sluggish in my going about. So what I did was, y'all, I went to the gym this morning. Normally I go to the gym at least 3-4 times out of the week, but this actual Monday, this last September, I wasn't going this regularly because of some, little minor health issues and stuff that I'm gonna get taken care of, but I couldn't go another day. That is my mental therapy. That is my get going energy, this and that. As you guys always know, a lot of people pull on my energy and pull on me. I noticed that. I was thinking about that this morning, and once I get drained, I gotta replenish my cup, and that's the way I do it, by going to the gym, getting some things out and things of that nature. But this is episode 70. We're on episode 70. I'm sorry, guess what, y'all? We are on episode 70. Yes, we are. 70 or 71? It's 71. I remember 70 last time. So we're on episode 71. I think we're on 71. Episode 71, and we have a special guest in the building, Honorable Daren Pernell. I said it right. I like to get people's name right because, I just love to get people's name right. So we're here today with Honorable Daren Pernell, and he's going to be in the building on today. As always, this actual podcast is brought to you by Still Body. What is Still Body? It's the panacea of health. And let me tell you something. That's what they call it, the panacea of health. And actually, guys, that whole month of September, when I was feeling sluggish and things like that, I wasn't taking it consistently like I normally do. It's an herbal supplement. It's an herbal supplement derived by Dr. Kendra Andrus, who supports our podcast, supports Spice Divas Beauty Bar. So shout out to you, Dr. Kendra. Again, like I said, it's brought to you by Still Body, this actual podcast. Never forget to book with Spice Divas Beauty Bar. We have some new things going on at Spice Divas Beauty Bar. They always say enlarging your territory. So we got a surprise for y'all that's about to happen at Spice Divas Beauty Bar, and I'm excited about that. It's going to make it a one-stop shop, so y'all stay tuned on what's going to happen at Spice Divas Beauty Bar. Don't forget to book with all our amazing stylists at Spice Divas Beauty Bar. Don't forget to book with me, your girl Spice Divas, the marketing diva. Don't forget to book with Get Glammed Up by Keyshawn, the manager of the salon. And don't forget to book with Mocha Shanae, the Jackie of all trades. trades. She's in the building. I told her I got to give her a special shout out. She said I ain't say her stuff right last time, so this time I'm gonna say book with Mocha Shanae, the assistant manager, the Jackie of all trades. When you say Jackie of all trades, she do everything, all styles, lashes, waxing, things of that nature. So don't forget to book with her. Book with our new addition to the salon. We have Magic Company. The Magic Company, none other than Ty. I call her Ty, but it's Tyron Rankins. We got her. We want you to actually go out and book with her. We got none other than Baps in the building doing the lashes at Spice Divas Beauty Bar. We actually have in the building my boy Tyson. He came from job one and he decided to stay with us. He's been with us, I think, a year plus in the building. He does barbering and things like that. Also tailor-made things. He makes prom dresses and things of that nature. So I got my boy Tyson in the building, and we got a new addition coming for y'all at Spice Divas. We're prayerfully going to have a nail tech in the building. So we'll have all things. You get your lashes done, your hair done, your nails done, things of that nature. You get your pedicure and all that things, and clothes and things of that nature, and any type of retail products that you need. Speaking of retail products, y'all see I have on a pink today. I always have on the red lips and things like that, but I have on pink lips, which is Spice Divas Beauty Bar brand. If you go to my website at spicedivasbeautybar.com, you're going to see all the lipsticks and things of that nature. We got new fall colors in and things like that. So I want y'all to definitely go there to Spice Divas Beauty Bar. I know production had it up in a minute, so you guys will know where to go to at spicedivasbeautybar.com. There you go. We always have booths available. We've been in business 16 years, and if we don't have a booth, we're gonna make room for you in the salon. Use every aspect of that salon. If you have a product you want to put in the salon to sell, we welcome you to do that as well. Again, enlarging your territory. That's what I keep hearing. Enlarging your territory. Nothing should stay the same. That's the website. Production has pulled up the website. Remember, there's always a diva in every woman. And y'all, push my lipstick sales up this month. The holidays are coming in. That would be a great gift to somebody. Support your girl Spice Divas, the marketing diva. Don't forget to watch episode 69. I guess it was 69 and today is 70. Episode 69 with Tarek Jones. You know, he's the CEO of New Orleans Talk Network. We talked about relationships. We talked about emotions. We talked about the Pink Power promotion effects and what it's doing. It's kind of like giving little bitty things that's going to wind up being a big thing. Somebody asked me to do a walk in the salon, and I think that's going to be our grand finale of the Pink Power promotion. What is the Pink Power promotion? The Pink Power promotion is a marketing tool that's able to help businesses catapult forward. What do you get in the Pink Power promotion? That's something that God gave me. And what you will get is you get radio exposure. You also would get a headshot, professional headshot by Majestic Photography. You will also get a graphic design flyer by none other than Fresh Graphics. You will get also a 15-second commercial about New Orleans Talk Network with my boy Tarek and Mike and things of that nature. The headshot, you see they got Majestic up there where you see the pink headshot. That's who does all my shots. So you will get that as well. 2 professional headshots. Everybody need an updated headshot. And it's much more. You get to speak 15 minutes. It's like 7 or 8 things that you're going to get. You also going to get promotion on RedLip Talk Podcast, your flyer, your 15-second commercial, and also radio exposure. That's the big thing that you would get if you be a part of the Pink Power promotion. We have 5 businesses. We're looking for 5 more. That's why we haven't really catapulted it. And the only thing we did the Pink Power princess thing for the young ladies that are 21 through 30. God has keep giving me that for Pink Power promotion. He's been giving me that for like 2 months. So we're going to keep it going until it manifests to the things that God wanted to do, the Pink Power promotion. Y'all, our current news. Again, Florida is bracing themselves for another hurricane. You know, my heart go out to everyone in Florida. My prayers are with you, as well as the people that were affected in Atlanta with lights out and things of that nature. And so far, it looks like it's going to be a category 4. So we prayers go up for them. And let's not forget October, the month of October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. We talked about that in the salon at the Pink Power Princess Focus Talk about domestic violence and not letting a person beat you. It could be a man or a woman. It's not always a woman getting beaten. Sometimes it's men that get abused and beaten, as well as domestic violence. Don't forget it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You see, I got my pink on. Y'all represent all the survivors for breast cancer. My heart go out to you. People that have lost people in that journey of breast cancer. My heart goes out to you as well. Or any type of cancer. October is breast cancer awareness, but any type of cancer, my heart goes out to you. I don't want you to go nowhere because you don't want to miss this episode. I always do the introduction, but we have the Honorable Daren Pernell in the building. And from when I read from his bio, he's a serial entrepreneur. He's going to give you some nuggets and some things that you need to know about getting into the business as far as being an entrepreneur, and much, 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 much more. So I don't want you to go nowhere. We always got some amazing guests on RedLip Talk Podcast. Don't go nowhere. It's your girl, Spice Divas, the marketing diva, and you have tuned into RedLip Talk Podcast. Mwah! Don't you go nowhere. We out.
Tune in to RedLip Talk Podcast. Wow.
RedLip Diva, the marketing diva.
Step Construction is here for you with a brand new offer. We now provide affordable storage sheds. Stop wasting your money on overpriced storage units and portable containers. Step Construction can provide you with a custom shed that will fit your budget and storage needs. So contact Step Construction today at 504-340-5809 for your own personal quote. Let us help you take the next step at Step Construction.
Great afternoon, guys. This is Sean Johnson with Majestic Photography. Guess what? We are always tuned into RedLip Talk Podcast. If you're not first, you're last.
RedLip Diva, the marketing diva.
Listen up. Your customers, our listeners, could be hearing about your business right now. Yeah, right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Call our business department today at 504-475-4793 to hear about our great rates. NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. We provide the people, you provide the business.
It's your girl, Spice Divas, the marketing diva, the host of RedLip Talk Podcast. Check me out every Monday at 1 p.m. on New Orleans Talk Network. Where do I begin? We have so many amazing guests, from politicians, gospel artists, barbers, beauticians, entrepreneurs, and so much more. If you want to be a guest on our podcast, definitely tune in so you can see what we're doing every Monday at 1 p.m. on New Orleans Talk Network. Mwah!
Hey everyone, it's your girl Get Glammed Up by Keyshawn. Tune into Red Lip Talk Podcast.
Bethesda House of Prayer. Bethesda is a church for non-traditional worshipers, a church designed for those who love God's Word. Would you like to attend a church where believers and non-believers can choose to worship together? A church where culture...
This is Omar Aziz with World's Finest Coffees. Wake up in the morning, get you a cup of coffee, go to worldsfinestcoffee.com. I'm tuned into RedLip Talk Podcast.
RedLip Diva, the marketing diva. Okay, we're back live with RedLip Talk Podcast, and we have the phenomenal Yandy in the building. And I remember the first time seeing you at a Bona Brothers myself, you was with another brand, but it's nice to see that you have your own brand, and it's called, we don't want to pronounce it wrong, it's called Yell. Yes. Oh, like that?
Skincare.
Yes. Yes. I love it. So tell people why they should go on your website and stuff, and why it's important that they get your brand.
So Yell Skincare is an all-natural, plant-based skincare line. And the thing that was important to me was making something that was super clean, super natural, and then really affordable that catered to melanin skin. Every issue that I had when I was going through what I was going through with my skin, I wanted it to address it. So I had puffy eyes, my nose used to peel. I had a couple acne breakouts, and then I had acne scarring because I would pop my pimples because I was on the show. Yeah. So I wanted something that dealt with acne scarring. I wanted something that dealt with hyperpigmentation. I wanted something that dealt with dark circles around the eyes and puffiness. So every single part of the line deals with those things. And we started out with that with our Awakening line. And then we realized that we needed to cater some things to the teens. So we made a new line for teens. And then men, they needed more specific things for like razor bumps and ingrown hairs. So we made a line specifically for men as well. So we have 3 different systems. We have our Awakening line, our Brave system, and our Fresh Start system. It's amazing. Go to www.yellskincare.com.
Literally, if you start working on it, literally. And I'm talking about like working on it. If you approve it within 4 hours, Amazon says 24 hours. So you'll keep looking on Amazon, 2 hours available on it. It'll be available for you able to order. I love it.
How you doing?
Yeah, you'll look on there.
Oh, welcome. We all into our conversation. We're not even knowing that we back. We talking about how to brand and get things going, because I'm here sitting here with a serial entrepreneur in the building, and it's the Honorable, I want to get it right and say your name correctly. It's the Honorable Daren Pernell, the Honorable Daren Pernell. And before we get into who you are and why you graced our couch, I thank you for coming on, but I want to read into your bio. It says that we'll be talking to the Honorable Daren Pernell. He's an entrepreneur in New Orleans metro area. He is known for teaching financial literacy classes called the Financial Ball. He's also a 17-time author, wow, and very active in the community that he loves from the night walk. From that night war too. I'm from that night war too. I'm gonna keep going. He has his cleaning chemical with his company Pernell Superstar Cleaning and his own cologne called Honorable. That's where the Honorable come from. Okay. He will be releasing a board game next month. He's a man on a mission, and we're going to get to the bottom of what drives him and see what we can learn from him on today. I am so happy that you're here.
It's an honor.
Yes. So that's where you get the Honorable from.
That's actually Honorable is my name. It's my government name.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't pull it out that much, but I truly believe, and I'm glad to have it, that
yes,
it's not a title. A title could be taken from you, but mine is forever.
Is your name.
Yes, it's in there,
so that's your government name. You know what? You know what's nice is because I really thought Honorable. I thought you was a judge when I first saw it. I said, we having a judge on the podcast today.
Yes.
But it's even better to have a serial entrepreneur in the building. So just tell us. I'm gonna ask you a question. You know, everybody always say like, "What's the why?" Tell me where you started from in this journey of entrepreneurship.
Long as I've been living, you know how some people they could say they have it. As long as I've been around, from a kid, there is no teacher, nobody that ever been around me could say that they surprised what I'm doing now. I have always been into business. Just give you one around Mardi Gras. I was the one collecting the good beads, going on Canal Street selling them. Just always had a business mindset. I used to go crabbing and sell crabs to the crab company as a kid. So I always know what things it was.
So how old?
We talking about 8, 9.
Whoa.
See, my mama got 5 kids.
Okay.
The East Bay book come out. So the East Bay book right now letting you know when the next pair of Jordans coming out. They already letting you know. So back then, they don't come out how they come out now. Everybody can get them. They came out on a particular date. That's when you can get them.
Yeah.
So I already know 6.5 on down is a kid size. So for me, I need my shoes might be $108 or $98 or whatever. So I have to get close as possible to that number for me to get these Jordans to pull them off. My older brother, he gonna get him.
Yeah.
My second brother, he had a better relationship with my daddy than me.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to get left out. So
Yeah.
because there's 2 girls behind me and my 2 brothers before me, I'm like, nah, I ain't going through this.
Yeah.
So it's me identifying the things that's around me and just start making money, capitalizing off it.
Wow.
Yeah. So I've been an entrepreneur my whole life.
That, you know what's crazy? You know, you say that and you say that. That's how it kind of started with me. Like at 13, I was shampooing hair. Again, grew up in a desire project.
That's what?
My mom. Well, I grew up in a desire project, but when I started shampooing hair, I was on Bartholomew, around Nichols, all that. That was my stomping ground. Even though I went to Kennedy. But my stomping ground was in the Ninth Ward area. And I loved hair. Like your daughter started at 11, right? And I loved hair. And I was like, I'm a shampoo hair for this lady because my mom's spending money on getting my hair done. Start shampooing, start doing my own hair, had the love for hair. And even with being, having the degrees and stuff like that, I went back to hair.
Right.
So it's in you when you're a serial entrepreneur.
And even being a patrol boy at Johnson C. Lockett School, I wasn't a patrol boy because I care about the kids being safe. I understand the power of me having control of the hallway. So if it's hot outside and I got 5 chairs or 6 chairs lined up, I'm going to charge you $25 to sit inside. If it's cold outside, you can pay me $25, I'll let you sit inside. So when a teacher see you on the sideline, they just think I caught you running in the hallway.
Yeah.
But that's not the case.
You get cool.
And then I started buying a variety pack of potato chips, the pickles and all that. And now you come in.
Use it. Now I'm selling to you.
Now I'm selling to you. So I can make $5 or $6 early in the morning. Now this to y'all might not be a lot of money, but this is when $1 went forward. When kids don't ask you for $25.
Yeah.
So now I can make $8 in the morning, $8 in the evening. And whether a kid, I caught them in the hallway or not, they was coming to buy snacks from me anyway. So they're just seeing it and seasoning it. That's it.
Yeah, I went to Lockett too.
You went to Lockett too?
Yeah, I went to Lockett. Yes, I did.
So I got a question for you. How you out the Ninth Ward? How we out the same desire and you didn't go to Culver? How do you skip that part?
Okay, the reason I skipped that part was funny is I was a band head. So I went to Colton. Right? Then after I went to Colton, they recruited me from Kennedy. They recruited me, and then that's when I went to But Lockett was right across from the Desire Project. Like you go over the track.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
I used to have to catch the bus. I was one of the few because ain't that many people from Desire went to Lockett.
Okay.
So it was a blessing for my mama to send us to Lockett was all year round. She sent us to the school that was in our enemy territory because Desire in Florida fought all the time.
Oh yeah, you know that.
So by me going to the Florida, as we started getting older, I already had a relationship from first grade with all these guys 5 years.
Yeah.
So I didn't have any problems.
Yeah.
So a lot of people couldn't go to the Florida. A lot of people from the Florida can go to Desire. But I was able to cross the tracks on the thing.
My grandma used to send me to what's that store? Not Bynum. You remember Bynum?
Yeah, I remember Bynum.
You remember
Mr. Bynum?
What was the store across?
O'Lee's.
O'Lee's. Like if you Desire and you go across the track,
bridge,
and then there's a store right there. My grandma
you talking about Deltas?
Deltas.
That's Deltas. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
they actually
I remember that. That bring back memories.
They actually building Mr. Bynum is building back. If you're familiar with the Ninth Ward, Mr. Bynum was the first African American pharmacy in New Orleans.
Yes.
So they building his building back.
Wow.
Yes. I was at the ribbon cutting. That was like about 9 months ago.
So they building it back by the Desire.
Yes.
Then the same.
They
area?
already they already built the community center, Desire Florida Community Center, right where his building was. They're building that back as a community center.
Wow.
And so and they're gonna name it after him and everything.
Wow.
Yeah. So
you know what's the most thing I love from him? You know, I love going around there. But let me tell you, I'm gonna bring it back hard in a memory. Then we gonna get into you. But look, this is the hard thing I remember, because I got a whooping before because it is good. You remember them ice creams they used to dip in a candy?
Yeah. I every time I see him, I remind him that I owe him money. The young lady that used to work behind the counter, I know her, and she stayed right by us in the project, and she used to give it to me. I tell Mr. Bynum, I said, Mr. Bynum, I owe you like $10,000.
You remember that?
Yes, man. Going to Mr. Bynum.
Awesome, man. I caught a whipping behind that. My grandma was kind of heavy, and I wanted her to walk to the store. I wanted one so bad, but nobody could bring, and she was like, wait till somebody bring you, girl. And I was crying and all that. My grandma whooped me so bad, but I still got that.
It was worth the whooping.
I still got it when somebody came. I still got that ice cream.
But you know what the crazy part about it? Mr. Bynum's ice cream machine was never broke, and McDonald's ice cream machine stayed down. I'm gonna have to give him to get him the number to them to get that worked out.
And then y'all don't understand how these ice creams was. It was an ice cream. They did the ice cream, and then they took it and they dipped it in the candy. It was so good. You had the chocolate kind, the strawberry kind. I think I remember them too. I don't remember nothing else. I don't know if they had some other kind.
They had caramel and everything.
Okay.
Before McDonald's actually started putting the caramel sundae, they had it. And I used to get it.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Oh man, I missed that. That was
the days.
That was the days, man. I wish I could go back to them days, no lie. But tell us about being a serial entrepreneur. You have a cleaning product.
Yes.
Okay. What made you come up with that? How you started with your cleaning product?
Wherever I'm at, I like to grow. I started out as a janitor. I learned the janitorial business, and then after I learned the janitorial business, I brought a franchise. After I brought the franchise, I started my own company. I still have the franchise to this day.
Okay, what's the name of your franchise?
I have my own company, Pernell Superstar Cleaning.
Okay.
I never bring up the franchise.
I got you.
They're not advertising me.
Okay,
They don't pay me for advertising.
Okay, all right, good. I like that.
So I still own the franchise, but I have my own company, and I picked that franchise because they allowed me to still have my own company.
Gotcha.
So once that, now what's next? I'm always looking for that next. So I wrote a book, How to Start a Cleaning Business. What's next? That's why you got to get into some rums. I ran into a guy, he had his own cleaning product. What's different from you than me? And I say, how you go about doing it? And a lot of people think people be extended with information. You just being around the wrong people.
You ain't just asking. And you're not, and you run I like that.
You get in the right room. I'm talking about handing me all the information, the connection, whatever. It was so easy. That's when you're in the right room. See,
yes.
It's a fast pass.
Yeah.
So he showed me how to do it. I branded
pass.
Yeah. And
I like that, a fast pass.
Yeah. And in the right room, it's faster.
Yeah.
But in the wrong room, they holding, hawking information.
Yeah.
You know,
they don't want you to grow.
Yeah.
They scared you're going to pass them up.
And for whatever reason. I look at it, if you grow, I grow.
Exactly.
So, whatever. So that's how I like to build relationships like that. But once it happened, in business, you're going to always grow. Even in me growing to that level, still make mistakes.
Yeah.
But I love to, and I tell people all the time, if you're on Facebook, they have groups. Get into groups. One of the biggest mistakes I made, and I was telling you about it, is it was a $10,000 mistake.
Yeah.
I brought the stuff, the chemical and everything, and I had my application with Walmart.
Okay.
Once I submitted all my information, the company that I was doing business with, Walmart don't do business with. But what I should have done, that's why they say seek counsel. That's why it's always good to have a advisor or whatever. I should have
somebody that know it before you do it. Somebody, like you said, seek counsel. Like somebody that know it before you do it.
A wise man learn from another person's mistake.
Yes.
Nice man learn from his own mistakes. And that's a mistake that I had to learn from.
Yeah.
Which I should have done is seek counsel and realize, look at the list that Walmart do business with, then deal with them to get it made. But what I did was I just went on my own. And oftentimes in business, that's the type of mistakes you make as an entrepreneur. And a lot of times when we give classes and everything, I'm starting to see this a lot online. People be hating, oh man, don't go sit in those classes. Coming in that class paying me $50 will help you for making that $10,000 mistake.
Yes.
Now, that's why you go to those meetings or whatever.
Yeah.
So a lot of times when you're around an entrepreneur, the knowledge they're giving you could prevent you from making the mistakes that they did, and that's a crucial mistake.
Yeah, that was a crucial mistake. So how are you selling a product now?
I sell a product to business owners. I didn't want to. I had 10,000 bottles of. I have my window cleaning, toilet bowl cleaner, Windex, oven cleaner. I didn't want to hand it. So what I did was the business owners that I already cleaned,
like contracts. With
yes, that I already cleaned and I have contracts with. I went to them and asked them, since I'm already doing a good job, you could just buy the company, buy the product from me. And so what I've been doing is selling it to them. Now once this sell out, I'm gonna do business with the with the companies that Walmart do business with, so I can expand, like you say, and get into bigger territory. Yeah.
What about some of the franchise people? You can't sell your product. You can't target them, like some of the franchises or whatever that you were saying, that franchise business. I'm quite sure it's different ones. You can't target them.
Well, what I do is target janitorial owners, and also like that's why I say if you out there, you got businesses, get into the Facebook groups where your business is. I'm a notary. I'm in a notary group. I'm a pilot. I'm in a pilot group. I'm a whatever. So what this does is it helps you to
you do a lot. Wait, hold up. You going fast? You're a notary?
Yes, I got my notarized. I just got my license in June.
Okay.
So I'm a new notary, but in that group, I get to ask 30,000 people if I have a tough question or I'm in a tough situations. It makes no sense for you being a professional and want to get better and don't surround yourself with the people that can help you get better.
I like that.
So it's in those groups, it helps out a lot. Even in the janitorial group.
I'm thinking about what you're saying as far as like, like me with the cosmetic line, like with my lipstick. I've been having it a minute. I push it myself one-on-one. My website is not getting enough traction that it should get. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm listening to what you're saying. I may get people that know me might go on the website. I get people viewing the website. My thing is always popping, like my Wix, but they're not purchasing.
And I tell people this, it's called successful stealing. Don't ever tell nobody people don't copy it. We grew it up. How many restaurants got $1 menu, $5 menu? They all copy. How many of them got a $50? All the cell phone companies got an unlimited plan.
Yes.
When we grew up, it wasn't like that.
No.
Everybody got one now. So it's a copycat world. So I call it successful stealing. That's why you got to get around in the buildings where the knowledge is being given. Because it could be a little tip that you're missing out on. That's the only thing that you need to go from them views, just coming to the website to purchases. So like I say, in the cosmetic line, if you get in some groups, they got somebody doing something small that you're not doing, and you could.
I know what it is.
Yeah, you can integrate that from them and put it on there and give them their credit.
A lot of people going to celebrities for them to wear their stuff and all that kind of stuff like that. But I consider myself a celebrity. Now let's go there.
Now, when it comes down, that's good. I tell people all the time. Then branding is great. Getting a local celebrity, you got the money to get somebody brand. But I tell people this all the time. Just because a person is popular, that doesn't mean they're trustworthy.
Ooh.
So, Enhanced Financial Services. You familiar with Jerry Lewis in the Night World?
Name familiar.
Jerry Lewis was one of the most popular guys in the Night World. Jerry Lewis was like Ezell.
Yeah.
In Friday. So, if I was to get Ezell to promote my tax company, how would that be? People don't trust Ezell with you can wash my car, but I'm not about to give you that. All right, let's just, that's a popular move. Let's take, if Debo was advertising for you, would he'll be a good fit?
No.
Smokey is not trustworthy like that. So he's not. None of those characters that they had in there, if you was using them, but they was all popular in the hood.
Yeah.
So what I find out is a lot of people start using, but even with Craig, he ain't with Smokey like that. That's why your reputation is so. I find out a lot of people try to use local celebrities and they'll pay them and they get no motion. Because the person you're using
is not good for your product.
It don't line up like that. Michael Jordan was good at basketball. That made it's sellable and marketable. But the other person, they're not looked at it like they got local people that don't have a job, and you might hire them for the tax company, but when people see them, they don't see them in that manner. That's why it's good to have a good brand, a good name, and when you've seen the different lights, you can look at it right now. T.I., he's the type of person that could be in movies, on TV speaking on political things, in a rapper. Yeah. He versatile. And then you got some people, you be like, why they don't ever get him a chance? It's just like,
Because T.I. is basically like
He's versatile.
He's like a chameleon. Like you could put him in the
And
hood
guess who else say some nice stuff? Flavor Flav. But he's now looked at as a political person. So if Flavor Flav do a commercial, everybody gonna bash him.
Yeah. No, I'm saying like another one is that really like is versatile like that is Snoop Dogg for some reason. Snoop Dogg didn't change his image.
All like he's trustworthy. He's doing insurance and whatever. So in his image, you look at so
all that kind of stuff.
And that matters. Even Master P, which is a mentor of mine, he said product always talent, but he's looked at it. If somebody say something and be like P on this or he doing this, you ain't looking at it with no side eye or nothing.
Yeah.
That's P. That's how you do it. So a lot of times you got to carry your brand. Man, you better walk high with it.
You better walk high with it. Nobody else believe in it.
Yes.
So tell me this. What is your, before we go to break and come back, but I want to know, what is your why? Why you doing what you doing? Why you have you have the chemical franchise with a janitorial service? So all the businesses who need services that things clean up, please contact them. How you do your business, your cleaning business? You have a cleaning product. You a 17-time author. You're a notary now as well as a pilot. Tell me why. What's your why?
I always wanted more than was on the table. That's it. When the teacher used to ask, "What do you want to be in life?" I was the one. Daren, that's enough. Nah, I can have a restaurant. I'm gonna have this. When I heard what an entrepreneur is, and you can have all that, it's possible.
Yeah.
So when I seen P coming, and I seen everybody coming, it's possible for us to have these things. So for me to be a pilot, for me to be able to do these things, to be a motivational speaker, to go from the jailhouse to the college or whatever, I can do these things. It's not impossible. The only limit that you have is the one you put on yourself. So when I read my resume around people, don't get mad at mine. You just need to do a little more.
You just do a little more.
Just do a little more.
And don't get mad because I keep going. and I keep pressing it. I keep going. Y'all don't go nowhere. We have the Honorable Daren Pernell with us on today. He have much, much more to tell y'all. We don't want y'all to go nowhere because these nuggets, because I'm going to ask him some more questions when we come back. Just know it's your girl, Spice Divas, the marketing diva. And don't you go nowhere. You're tuned into RedLip Talk Podcast. Mwah!
Now New Orleans has a choice. Download the New Orleans Talk Network app for your mobile device or listen at www.neworleanstalknetwork.com.
My name is Tyrone Rankins with Magic Beauty Company, and you are tuned in to RedLip Talk Podcast.
RedLip Diva, the marketing diva.
Still dealing with hurricane damage on your roof or damages to your home in general? Call Step Construction today at 504-340-5809 or visit stepconstruction.com. Step Construction is fully licensed and fully insured. We tell the insurance companies what they owe you. For a peace of mind, protect your most valuable asset. Let us help you take the next step at Step Construction.
Hello everyone, this day is declared National Steel Body Day. People, it is here. It has arrived.
We have 2,500 bottles of this formula that's designed to give you what you need in terms of health, happiness, and healing. People have testimonies already. People have been serviced already, and now we want you to be a part of this blessed experience. Give us a call at 416-5256. Give us a call at 237-4000, and we have a bottle for you. And trust me, this will be the best investment you ever made for your body. You heard it from the truth, the whole truth, Dr. Truth, Dr. Kendra, Baby Truth. Now be blessed.
Hi, this is your favorite author, Teresha Rell. Live, learn, love with an open heart. Life lessons on cultivating healthy and meaningful relationships. And you are tuned into RedLip Talk Podcast.
Welcome back, y'all, to Red Lip Talk Podcast with your girl Spice Divas, the marketing diva. And I have on a couch with me on today the Honorable Daren Pernell. And the reason he calls his name Honorable, because that's his name, y'all. And he has you have a lot of things. You named something else out of Honorable, right?
No, just my cologne.
This your cologne is Honorable. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I love it. That's a nice name, too. People are like, ooh. You know?
Right.
So it's Honorable. You have it on today?
What?
Yeah,
yeah,
Honorable.
that's what I have on now.
It smell good. That's what I said. See, I gotta get that plug. It smells really, really good. But before we get into the Honorable Mr. Darnell, I want to talk about how you can download our NOT app in your Google Play or Apple Store for free today for 24-hour podcast, music, and more. You can listen to the RedLip Talk today podcast on weekdays at 1 p.m. Follow us on the YouTube at New Orleans Talk Network to help our page grow. Subscribing to our channel so you can see when the notification bell clicks, and donate to our platform. If you like what you're seeing, please visit our website at NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Donations, sponsors. We're still looking for many more sponsors. So be a part. If you see when you're looking through the podcast and you see all the commercials and things like that that's going up, that's people that are actually sponsoring Red Lip Talk Podcast. So shout out to everybody that's sponsoring and continues to sponsor. So let's get back into you. I wanted to talk about what is your favorite book out of all, because you got 17 books, books. So that's a lot of books that you've written. And what is your favorite book?
You know, the first one will always be the favorite. Strategy. The Strategist to Become a Young Entrepreneur. I dedicated that to the kids, and I actually won best-selling author. Shouts out to Prophet Delane that gave me best-selling author for that one.
Yes.
And
wow.
That one is with me. When we stayed in the project and they used to come and pass out toys, I used to always shake their hand, the last person's hand, and I used to say, when I get older, I'm gonna come back and do this. And everybody that ever gave something out in the Desire Project, I used to always say, when I get my turn, I won't do it. Yeah. So, Strategist to Become a Young Entrepreneur, why is my favorite? Because it helps so many young people. I took it to the jailhouse, to the high schools, and making sure that they don't make the same mistakes that I made, but they also could be able to see an African American author. Well, I get the question asked all the time, man, what made you want to write a book? Yeah. And I always, when I hear their story, I say, you got a story in you, which we all do. Yes. You just got to write it.
Yes.
Yeah.
You just got to, like me, everybody keep telling me, get off your butt, write that book.
And the reason why I want you to write one, and I'm going to help you with it. Yeah. Malcolm X is my favorite. Malcolm died, and he didn't finish his book. Alex Haley, the producer and writer of Roots, had to finish Malcolm X's autobiography. Wow. And that's the only book. So when I found that out, that's really made me start writing, because otherwise somebody else going to say what you was about when you pass. See, you notice, if we mess up in life right now, spiritually wise, they say what the Bible says. Yeah. If we mess up law wise, they say what the Constitution says. Yeah. It's written. If you don't write nothing, anybody can come in and rearrange and say what you was about. Now I'm arguing with them. I'm like, I know her. Nah, that girl ain't say this. Now I got to argue with them. But it's easy to go back like they do the Bible. John 3:18. Yeah. So, and that's how it is right there.
Chapter 4.
Yeah.
So, what you said.
And with me writing, I'm going to continue to write. So now it's no argument about my life, who I was, and what I was about. I'm a capitalist at heart. Don't put me in that food stamp line and try to say, no, he was about this. Now I'm a capitalist. Yes. I believe in the capitalist society, so that's what I am. So nobody have to guess. Yes. Most of my books is about business and motivation. Yeah. That's it.
So what keeps you motivated like that? Like for example, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and we could talk about it. I like to be transparent on here. Like, I had a hard start this morning. I don't know what it was in the atmosphere or what it was, and that's not usually me. But one, I have not been working out in 30 days because of some stuff going on. But I'm like, what? Nobody would never know, because people pull my energy. Right. So they would never know that, okay, Chriselle is low on her energy right now. They would never know that. And I know a lot of people that's probably viewing right now have the same thing. If you're an energetic type person and you like, I got my days too, you know? So I had to keep pouring into myself to get myself where I needed to be. Listening to Eric Thomas, motivational. Get my mind, getting my mind together. Listening to gospel, listening to the word and things like that to get my mind. What keeps you going?
I'm gonna give you the example that Ayana Fixed My Life. I don't watch it, but she gave Oprah an example. She said, "This is my cup. You get what runs over from my cup. You got a good pour. So I don't give you what's in there. When you saying a lot of people pulling on you, you giving them what's in your cup. I get my cup full, and that's why they say it runs over. You get what come out of my cup, which is the same thing. But I never let you dip in my own cup. Because that's mine. I'm unfeeling myself for you when I start going in there. And that's how you'll find yourself. You'll hear a lot of people, they get bitter after a while. They helped out a lot of people, and they'll go in their cup to help. And then when they need refill, they don't have it. So I only give out what's in my cup. That's the only thing I get, because otherwise you'll be in bad situations.
So all you give is your overflow.
My overflow.
If I don't have no overflow, I can't give it to you.
I don't give you nothing, because me giving you what I gotta take away from me.
Oh.
And another thing, you gotta understand. When I say the game,
that's deep.
The game of life. If you show up, if you get up, that's a percentage of it.
Okay.
If you show up, that's a percentage of it.
Yeah.
If you show up dressed A1, but if you show up prepared, when I'm not feeling good, you didn't know anything, but I show up in the run prepared, looking good, this, that, and other, I beat the person that didn't want to get up.
Yeah, come on.
I beat the person that didn't show up. I beat them, and then I beat the person that didn't prepare themselves. So a lot of times, like right now, I could be in a run with judges, doctors, everybody, and they'll look at their profession higher than mine. But when they give out Author of the Year, none of them ain't got no book. You got to give it to me. So I win a lot of time by default. You got to call me on a speaking engagement. Because guess what? Master P doing the entrepreneur thing in New Orleans.
Yeah.
How many black pilots they got? How many black people they got authors? How many black people they got their own products? So you got to put me on there. They got a lot of people that got titles, but you ain't really got no position.
Yeah.
So now when they looking at and they're trying to diversify their crowd, they like, well, we got a doctor.
Yeah.
We got a lawyer. We got a judge. We got him.
Yeah.
You got to get D on here. You got to let him in there.
You got to let D in. You got to get D in, because guess
you
what?
They ain't got to
a notary.
So you got to let me in. So now a lot of times the stage empty without me. And then once people start knowing, like, hold on, they got to let me in.
Yeah.
And this not even me forcing. You don't have to force your way in any run.
Yeah.
Build your resume. The run need me.
Come on now.
And with the titles.
I like that.
With the titles.
Yeah.
You can strip a doctor from his title. You can strip the judge. All them everybody that's elected got honorable. They could take it.
Yeah.
So you're honorable on Thursday. You had a DWI. They could take it back. Now you're back. Joe Blow.
Yeah.
That's on my name. Ain't no taking it. I'm honorable whether I'm doing some good or bad. DWI or not. I'm honorable.
I say the same thing. Like, when we were by MBA, I fought hard to get that master's, right? But even at master's, you got the master's degree and things like that. And I'm like, I took the master's degree. I went worked at jobs and got it through there and all that stuff. And I went right back to hell.
And
I went right back to Spice Divas. I could tell you a story. They laid me off at a job, and the next 24 hours, guess where I was? Doing help.
Right.
They laid me off. I was like, okay, most people, this the end of the world. Where I was at my shop at Spice Divas. That's why I say people say, oh, Spice Divas been good to me. And providing for me.
And I'm not a biblical scripture. I'm not so much of a spiritual person, but even the Bible talks about how your skill, that's a skill you have. You can always lean to it.
Yeah.
So a lot of people ain't got skill.
Your talents make room for you.
Yeah, it make room for you. Your gifts and your
talent,
talent or whatever. So, and a lot of people don't have that. So when you don't have that, you have nothing to lean back on. Yeah. And they have a God that'll give you multiple gifts out of one. Or just whatever. When I go places, to be self-employed, an entrepreneur, and I can walk in any room in my brand. I didn't went on vending machine contracts in my janitorial uniform. I'm accepted in any room. You got to accept me. I got my notches is good under my belt. Yeah. So to anybody out there, get you some notches. Work on you before you start getting in a group. Work on you. Because what happened when you get in a group, everybody's certified and qualified in the group. And when opportunity comes, you can't take advantage of it because you ain't certified and qualified in nothing. So a lot of people run to the table before they're ready to be at the table. And you call right now, if Oprah Winfrey, LeBron James, Magic Johnson, all the heavyweights give something in the convention center and you call there. And all of them got paid to be there. All them checks went out and no, I don't play that game. I'm not starstruck.
Yeah.
Just to get in the picture. That's not how I roll.
Yeah,
if I'm in a room, right.
I need checks.
Because the bill's coming. So
right.
I say this. If you in a room and they putting that together, at least I could say, well, look, I have a janitorial company. I could clean up the event. I could bring something to the table. Oh, yeah, all right. But when you at the table and everybody getting paid and you don't get no check, that's a starstruck. You just happy to be in the picture. Oh, no. And all you got is a picture to show. I was there with them, but all of them got a check. So as myself, I'm not starstruck like that. When I'm around,
y'all hearing that.
When I'm around them celebrities, judges, and y'all watch my page and see me, when checks going out, trust me, I get mine.
I know that's right.
Yeah,
I know that's right.
And I like when I heard Turk say, "Ain't no big use live me." You know, when you're in your market, they'll try to use you. You know, you got notches under your belt, but they're more popular, so they'll call you to the table, been paid 3-4 people, and just sit you there as just an extra or somebody called off or whatever. Nah, I don't play that game.
Yeah,
you know?
I love it. I love it. Y'all hearing these notches, y'all hearing these nuggets. Y'all know the Honorable Mr. Daren is telling us what we need to do to be in the right rooms at the right time, and don't just be starstruck and just be happy to be in a room. Make it a good thing for you, or make it I won't say financially sound for yourself, you know, instead of just being, and then sometimes you think about it, you get, when I first started, you do just be excited just to be, okay, I'm going to interview this person, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, versus saying, okay, how I'm going to benefit from this, how they going to sponsor me, how they going to do this, how they going to do that.
And we don't ask those questions. When Magic Johnson visited George Washington Carver, I had the longest conversation. When they introduced me to Magic, they said, this is one of our sponsors. For our basketball team. I was a sponsor for George Washington Carver the 4 times they went to the championship. So as I'm a sponsor, as a former alumni of George Washington Carver, Magic Johnson sat down and had a conversation with me. Other people don't get that conversation because when you was introduced, you wasn't introduced in that manner, and you just want a picture with Magic. I got a picture with Magic, but I had a conversation. Out of that conversation, I was able to get something. I told Magic Johnson these words: if you mentor me, you help share one of my products or whatever, and I take off, you'll never have to write a check for Carver ever again. I'll write that check in your name. So, but that's just me when I'm around celebrities. When I'm around the people that's in a position I want to be in, and when they give a conference, for one, I don't take the free seat. I get in the front. A lot of times you take the free seat just to get in the building, but back there's that mentality, that free mentality.
Yeah, they call this thing that's called despise the free lunch. So it despise the free lunch. That's a 48 laws of power. Like if somebody is constantly giving you something for free, they're not going to respect you as far as the authority that you should. Because guess what? I'm going to keep giving them free lunch. So guess what? I'm going to be in an authoritative state over there. By you saying I'm going to buy the first seat in the front, they looking at you, whoever up there, the celebrity, whatever, like, oh, wait, he invested in himself.
But I have a book called Hang on Your Level or Better. If you pay $100 ticket, then you around your level. So when I first started flying,
Hang on Your Level or Better.
Yeah, that's a book. That's one of my books. All my books available on Amazon also.
Okay, all right.
So when I first started flying, I'm in the back of the plane, way in the back, cheap seat. I'm just happy to go somewhere. In the back of the plane, this is what they have people. Girl, I called off for the weekend, girl. We going to Atlanta. Girl, I'm going to the Saints game. That's in the back. When I start to sit in the front of the plane, I'm sitting around with other business people, and the conversations with them is a little better. What you do for a living? How can I help? Oh, man, that's awesome. Would you be interested in come speaking? That's how I got to Detroit. I got to Detroit by sitting first class next to me. He said, I'm going to bring you to Detroit. 2 weeks later, I'm gonna speak in Detroit. But you're not going to get that in the back. So when I say hang on your level or better, you got to hang around that crowd that enhance and advance you, not around the ones that keep you standing still and
and just talking about what they gonna do. Ain't doing nothing but talking about it.
And you know what? And you'll come, people start envying you.
Yeah.
When we say we out of Desire Project,
I get a lot of that.
When you say you out of Desire Project,
and I think that's what drained me too, because I get a lot of that.
And I think you see, and I think
I gotta change my circle. It's time.
When you worry about that, I think, like you said, changing the circle.
Yeah.
People are mad because I do what they say they gonna do, I do what I said I was gonna do. I said this and I actually do it. What you said when we was in 8th grade, you still ain't never did.
Yeah.
So now when we around, it's uncomfortable for you. Because remind you got that partner, that friend.
Yeah.
Y'all was cool. So when y'all spoke to people, everybody spoke to all y'all. Now when you come in around, all the attention. Oh, girl, you knocking. Oh, you doing this.
Yeah.
Now it's not. They don't even feel comfortable being around you no more. They don't want to come to the event no more. They find another way to get to another table than sit at the table with you. It's uncomfortable now because they look at their own life. And when they examine theirs and they look, if I'm not saying a dishwasher is not a job, but if you throughout life right now and certain things happen, and I can't call you for career day, something tremendously happen in your life. They got men right now that can't be called on career day at their own child's school because of
the choices that they made.
And that's where we at. And a lot of them make those choices. Being a dishwasher is a start, but it shouldn't be it shouldn't be the finish. And a lot of times, those jobs where you stay at, and now when something comes up, they mad with you. She ain't nobody, he ain't nobody, because the school calling me and you up and not calling them up. And a lot of times, that make people mad at you.
We're going to get into our takeaways. That's a good takeaway right there. But we're going to get into our takeaways. Our takeaways is brought to you by Spice Divas Beauty Bar. I always skip and say RedLip Talk Podcast. But the takeaway is basically what you want somebody to take away from us today. What we talking about. I don't know if they pulled up your website, but make sure before you get into your takeaway, what you want them to take away, tell them how they can find you, how they can find all your books, how they can book you for a speaking engagement, and things of that nature.
All right. We ready now?
Yes.
The takeaway for the day, man, if nothing else, the enhance and advance yourself in life, you have to come out of your comfort zone. You cannot get to a greatness or where you want to go at. When I wanted to be a pilot, I was in by the barbershop talking to the guys, telling them that I want to be a pilot. I went around the airport and started hanging around pilots. That's how I was able to become a pilot. When I wanted to become a notary, I started getting in Facebook notary groups and started reaching out to notaries to get the information that I need. So if you want to enhance and advance yourself, you're going to have to get around a circle where you want to be at. And several of my books have the power of the handshake. You got to start networking. I tell people all the time, the most famous judge that black people know is Judge Mathis. But what would make Judge Mathis do anybody a favor? He don't know us. People don't. It's not about all in who you know. It's all about who know you. Yeah. And it's free to get in those rooms. Take the time out to start going to some networking events. Because the same thing you want to do, believe me, they got people that want to do it too. You just hang around people that when you say trip, they got 20 people saying they want to go, and now they don't go. They got people when they say they going, it's 10 of them, they actually go. They got people that say when they start something, investments or anything, they actually start, they finish. Yeah. So now once you start getting around people that close the deal on stuff, you start realize this is my circle. Now it's going to feel uncomfortable for you because you don't know them. We comfortable who we know or whatever.
Yeah.
So
yeah, sometimes when you uncomfortable, that's the best thing.
Yeah, and your guard's up.
And your guard's up. Yeah.
Because you're uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Once you get comfortable, now people, they don't respect your badge as much, even if they introduce you. Yeah. They'll introduce you as Kiki. They don't respect you. You go in another room. Yeah. They show honor to the back because they know the work you took to put it in. So they have a little more respect.
So when people become familiar with you, sometimes they discredit you. They don't.
And a lot of times that's why the way I carry myself, I never let people get so familiar with me that they do certain things or whatever. So and all your friends is not for every event. Yeah. They got sometimes you sitting down just chilling watching the football game, just joking with the old school. They could for that. But when you go in networking, big serious talking, they just not the people that you want in the room. Ooh. They'll tarnish the brand, then make it up. So and that's one of those things. All my books are available on Amazon. Just pull up my name on Amazon, and all my books will come available. To book me, you can go to the website. That's www.inhansfs.com. That's Enhance Financial Services, and you can book me for a speaking engagement or anything. I would love to come out to one of your events or whatever. Financial ball is not. It's the greatest game in the world. Everybody got to play it. So financial ball.
I'm about to ask you some tips on finances. Go ahead.
Financial ball is simple as this. Everybody can't play basketball. Everybody can't play football. Everybody can't play tennis. Size matter, height, rich or poor. Everybody have to play financial ball. So this is a sport for everybody. And if your finances is not right and you don't take the proper protocol to get your finances in your 20s, you're going to suffer in your 30s. If you don't do it in your 30s, you're going to do it in 40s. So they got a lot of mistakes that we are making purposely to fit in places that we don't need to be in. If you should be past the age where you got to wear a pair of shoes to impress somebody. You got to get past the age where you got to drive a certain car. Because what I'm finding out is, do you know they got more African-American people that got super deluxe insurance on their cell phone than having life insurance? Yes. This is going bottle
They've
service.
been trying to, no lie, they've been trying to get me to sell insurance for a long time.
I think it'd be a great insurance.
Okay,
all
right.
We definitely talk about.
I've been putting that. I ain't gonna lie. I've been putting that off. I ain't gonna lie. That's another thing I've been putting off, the book and that. But go ahead.
Yeah. So and that's just like buying a section in a club in bottles. You're not going to diminish me or make me feel small when I see this cup right here in a store costs $5 and in a club it costs $80. And now my $20 instead of getting $4, I gotta spend $400 for this or whatever. So it's the small things. It's not even the big things. It's the small things that you'll see the elite make, the decisions they make, and you'll see the decisions that we make. And the decisions that we make is costly. I mean, for us to be spending $22 billion on Jordans a year out of a $2.3 trillion spending power of earned income but no wealth.
You know them numbers.
So to have earned income, that means everybody's job. They just calculate all our job into $2.3 trillion. In 2050, they actually have us with zero wealth. That means no land, no nothing. Now, you answer this question for me. How did Abraham Lincoln sign the Emancipation Proclamation and black people had 1.5% of wealth? We over 400 years past that. We got black billionaires when they didn't have one in his day, and we only 2.3% of the wealth of the United States. Now, something is very wrong with that.
2.3% of the wealth
in the United
States. And then years
400 years passed.
400 years has passed. And
but
we was
live
at 1 point what?
When he signed the false Emancipation Proclamation, black people own 1.5% of wealth.
Yeah.
We only at 2.3.
Oh.
Now, so it shows you how bad of a condition, and they would tell you
it's not even doubled.
It's not exactly. So
it haven't even doubled because you would be at 3%. If it doubled, it ain't even doubled.
The illusion of inclusion.
Yeah.
I let you sit in certain rooms now, so they make poor people because
the illusion of inclusion.
They make when I take a celebrity and I make them sit somewhere, I make the poor people look at him and say that's where I want to be at, but. We seeing right now when Cat Williams say 2024 will be the year of the truth.
Oh Lord!
How many black people we see get fired now from big companies? They get fired.
And not only just fired. Do you see what's happening?
Yes.
Do you see what now? If they doing wrong, yeah, we gonna say.
Yeah.
But you see how the power, how they could just take their power and just bring them all the way
put
down.
You on your knees.
Oh.
From Michael Jackson to Michael Jordan when he gambled to that ain't too many big celebrities that we can't name and he got something negative you could say about him. When Magic, I never want you so popular where you could say vote for this person and everybody go over there.
Yeah.
So Magic, you was a homemonger. I got you on that. Michael Jackson, I got you with the child molester charge. Diddy, I got you with, even though we do it.
Yeah.
They had a man, they called it the Playboy Mansion, and he had a whole mansion.
I remember.
Now, you try to do what I do, we not in the same league.
No.
So,
but do you think with that, I know we supposed to be doing our takeaways, but we got to talk about this right here. But do you think with that, you think he really made somebody, I'm talking about Diddy, okay, allegedly.
Let's deal with it.
Allegedly. Because we gotta say allegedly, but allegedly, do you really think that because he sued the alcohol company,
he won a suit?
He won it.
Let's put it like this.
Okay.
When I was coming up, I'm 40 years old. They used to have something called smokeouts. Remember the parties? They have smokeouts.
Yeah.
I didn't go.
And waste things and all that.
I didn't go to the smokeout party because I don't smoke.
Yeah.
When I go to a seafood bar, I expect seafood to be there.
Yeah.
So.
If Cat Williams, party.
Cat Williams said this. He said he just got famous. This is on one of his stand-ups.
Yeah.
He said, I just got famous. I went to the mansion party and I saw Professor Overby from the Parkers with a man. He didn't say he participated or nothing. wherever we ever been at, they always had activities going on that we didn't participate in. Whether somebody doing drugs, whether they shooting up in a bathroom.
I never like I didn't see people smoke, but I never smoked myself ever.
But even
because
popping pills.
I knew what it did to my. I knew like my dad was a heroin addict, so I was afraid of. He never was in my life. His mom was. That's how I grew up in the Design Project. But I never, and rest in peace to him. But I never really was. I was afraid to mess with drugs,
but
because of what I saw.
Back to the parties.
Okay.
When all that's going on at the parties that we have seen, nobody made you do that. Either you indulged or you didn't.
Yeah.
All in was that Diddy party. The ones who wanted to be part of the freak, they was part of it.
Yeah.
I ever watch people right now, and the people that's coming forward, that's people that, and it's 100%, you wanted to be there, you wanted to be around celebrities, and anything happened, you wanted it to happen. Now it's a check involved. I feel though I get a check, I'm going to go ahead and try to cash out.
The thing I be thinking about, like how 20, 30 years later.
That's like the Bill Cosby case. How you want me as a DA? You come in telling me a man raped you in the 60s. You're asking me to find evidence, and how it is now. If a woman say you rape, if I don't take it serious, I come off as
you come off.
They got a 6-year-old boy that Diddy took a picture with. I don't know if it's true, but it was online. He came forward saying Diddy touched him in an inappropriate place. He was 6. Diddy had his arm around him like that, and that particular picture is in.
He going down though.
I would say this.
It's his turn. I hate to say it,
but
that's bad.
And
it's his turn. But then say if he allegedly, I'm saying allegedly going, but you think like, what about all the other people that
they don't lynch us after? I want you to pay attention to this.
All right.
They assassinated Martin Luther King. Black people rioted in over 19 cities, and they burned down. When they called the power structure called the meeting, they said, well, look, when you shoot him, they burn everything down. We got to pay because we the insurance company. That's you wasting us money. They came out with the plan, they'll never assassinate a black leader ever again. I assassinate your character in front of it. I own all the news stations, all the stations. Everybody we talk about still living. I'll take you and put you on a pedestal and assassinate you right in front of the world. And that's how they assassinate us now. They did it to Michael. It's embarrassing what they try to do to Michael.
Yes.
It's embarrassing what they try to do to Magic. It's embarrassing what they try to do on Michael. And you look at these situations, and it's Bill Cosby.
What about your boy too?
Damon Dash.
Not Damon, the one who passed, wrestled basketball. Who passed? When the thing happened with his wife, and he had to do his. What is this?
He just passed? Kobe?
Kobe.
They
did Kobe that too. They did.
You think
put all
so?
His business out.
Well, I would say this. Kobe wasn't as... The way you're looking at him, I think you're giving him more light. Kobe never spoke up on black issues or anything like that.
Right.
He never said anything about it.
Right.
So the rest of them played, got some money, and then they try to start speaking out against things. And I'm going to put you in your place.
Okay.
At one time, as long as you get your money, 50 Cent said this, as long as you working for them and you just getting the money being quiet, they cool with that.
Yeah.
They say Bill Cosby tried to buy the TV station.
Yeah.
Now, they got certain things you can have.
The TV station, and then they wanted his a thing for his oil or something in his land.
And,
They wanted his house or something.
And what Michael Jackson had, he had the Beatles catalog.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to have certain things or do certain things.
Yeah,
it's not
just make your money and be quiet.
Just be quiet. Stay out of all that political stuff.
Stay out of all that stuff.
Galvanizing black people is not one of the things that's on me giving you a big check on list to do. Diddy was actually trying to start a black political party.
Yeah.
But that commercial is not floating around heavy. He was actually trying to start it. But once you do so much of that, I just start putting it out there and people run with it, and I assassinate you right in front of your own people.
Assassinate, and then your people jump on too.
Oh man,
they jump on too. Enough, because like people believe everything on TikTok.
But
I don't know which
I put the story out there.
Yeah.
But look, they were saying show you how social media don't let anything go.
They keep showing that Cassie video with the girl, like him beating her and stuff. Now that was foul.
Now the owner of Facebook said that last time they had the election, the government forced Facebook to suppress good information about Trump. So it tells me that they allow whatever they want to come through the network because they own it. So I'm going to allow your people to drown you And I even wash my hand and say, I ain't did that. Y'all, y'all did that. I'm gonna let you post about him negative and keep him in the light long as possible. So
and now they saying they saying the young lady who who he now he was wrong for the domestic violence, the way he kicked her and all that kind of stuff. That's wrong. But like now they said her lawyer. I don't know how true it is, but her lawyer dropped her because she's now talking to him while he's in jail and all that kind of stuff like that. We don't know how true it is.
Yeah.
It's alleged stuff. We don't know how true it is, but yeah.
But it goes to show you how powerful the media is. Malcolm X said the media is so powerful. It'll have you sympathizing with the offender and criminalizing the victim. Yeah. So in a lot of this, not saying that he was a victim, we wasn't there. Yeah. A lot of these situations, but I do know how people are. Whenever my opportunity comes for money, you showed it with the PPP. You showed it with every time a scheme or a scam coming, the line is going to be long. And I will say, I was at several parties.
Sold for money.
I was at parties and I seen people doing things that I don't do. I just ain't indulging. Yeah. You're not gonna make me think that you looked in the room just like Cat Williams said. You looked in the room, he saw something that he disagreed with, and he just kept moving.
He kept moving.
What would make you go in that room?
Yeah.
You see what they was doing.
You must want it.
Exactly. So you participated, and now you want to check.
And now you want to check.
Yeah. So
yeah.
We was a little off topic.
Yeah, we was off topic. But that's why I say we had to get into that. But yeah. So my takeaway today is, I want to say my mainly today is to be patient. Be patient. I like the way you talked today, Darnell, about, all the things that you talked about being a serial entrepreneur, about being in the right rooms and things like that, fast-tracking your goals and fast-tracking being in the right room. You call it another word, fast what?
A fast pass.
A fast pass. Yeah, I like that. Pass. A fast pass. Using your fast pass. But for me today is to be patient because I'm the type, I'm very hard on myself when I haven't seen any progress after a little while, and I think that's that ambition in me.
Right.
So what I would leave somebody on today is just be patient. If you're not getting where you want to be, again, change your circle. I got that from you today. Right. If you're not getting where you want to be and you keep doing, that's called insanity. You keep doing the same thing, getting the thinking you're going to get a different result, but you keep getting the same result. So that's my thing for today. That's my takeaway. Be patient. Change your room. I would say change the people you hang with.
I would say
because I'm changing mine.
You don't have to change them. You don't have to change them.
Yeah.
I was in this in 2001. I heard a pastor by the name of Derek Johnson, Mount Kingdom Missionary Baptist Church. He was talking about elevation causes separation.
Yeah.
Once you start doing different things, it's just like imagine me you cutting school and then you make up yourself and say I'm gonna start going to class.
Yeah.
Me and you gonna separate because I won't cut, you won't go to class. So we just gonna separate. So elevation causes separation. You never have to tell somebody you don't want to hang with them no more.
Yeah.
You never have to even say the word. Just start doing different things.
I like
now,
that.
if they interested in what you're doing, they'll come along. But if not, they're gonna stay by their in their comfort zone, and then you're gonna be able to go and grow. So I never had to tell no friend. I got partners of mine that I love to death, and they got a bill. They work the job, bill in hand by the gas station. That's what they choose. I love them, but that's not my lifestyle. So I choose.
I like that.
Yes.
So elevation
causes separation.
Separation.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for tuning in today. Y'all tuned into RedLip Talk Podcast. Thank you for coming on the couch with us today. You done lifted me up and gave me some nuggets. You know,
glad I could.
some things I needed on today. I want y'all to definitely go and purchase one of his 17 books. Make sure that you book him, the Honorable Daren Pernell. Go on his website. It definitely, y'all see it. Y'all see it. That's all the 17 books.
That's some of them.
That's some of them.
I got more.
Oh my God, that's all of them. So make sure you go on Amazon and purchase all of his books. The cologne is you can purchase that.
Yes, you can purchase that.
You can
also.
purchase that.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna have to get some for my boy. He love cologne. He love it. So it's your girl Spice Divas, the marketing diva, and I have on a couch with me on today the Honorable Daren Pernell in the building. It's your girl Spice Diva, the marketing diva, and you're just tuned into RedLip Talk Podcast. Mwah. Thank you so much. I'm just diva. The marketing diva.
But that's the house of prayer. Bethesda is a church for non-traditional worshipers, a church designed for those who love God's Word. Would you like to attend a church where believers and non-believers can choose to worship together? A church where cultural differences does not get in the way of God's message. We invite you to be our special guest. Our services begin 9 a.m. on Sunday, located at 7601 West Bank Expressway, Suite B, Marrero, Louisiana. For more information, contact us at 504-348-0132.
Hello, everybody. I am author Vanessa J. Ross, and you are tuning in to Red